Bros, they party, 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 bros, they party, 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 bros, they, bros, they, bros, they, bros, they, bros, they, bros, they.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This is going to be the episode that changes our YouTube channel forever.
I hope.
This is Vegas in the eyes of Cullen.
Oh my God. I've been stalling this for such a long time because there's just a lot of, I don't know if it's shame or fear of this story coming out, but
Might be a little bit of pride, but we're going to find out.
so a couple months ago, last summer,
I think it was May. It was May because
yeah.
we took Dina for her birthday.
Yes, we went to Vegas, and when I tell you that I had my tail between my legs, that's an understatement.
Let me just, before you get into your story, I want to say this. This is the first trip we ever did together. Ever.
That is accurate.
I find that we're easy people to travel with, but it's always hard to find people good to travel with. So this scenario that you're about to explain could have made or break, and the fact that we're sitting here laughing about it, I think, is the greatest part of it.
Yeah.
So-
So you all could have easily walked away and said, like, we're never traveling with them again because the situation. But I feel like the way we all handled it was amazing. And I'm just going to also, because you did preface it, this was our first overnight trip. We had done day trips to go have meals in LA and, OC or whatever. We had done stuff like that before, and we had realized that we could travel well together. But you're right, this was our first weekend long trip, and where do we start?
I mean, I'd like you to take the reins of this.
Okay.
But
I'll tell my side of the story because I'm being told that my side of the story is not always the truth, but it is my truth. We drove in for Dina's birthday. She loves David Guetta.
she does.
And we bought tickets to the pool party at the Encore for the David Guetta show. And we drove in, kind of arrived hot to our hotel. We changed and we left directly there, right? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We show up to said pool party, and when we get there, we get in line, and it turns out it was not the VIP line, but it felt like the VIP line because we got into a VIP section, and we were all excited because it was cool. It was indoors. We all got our drinks. The drinks were massive.
And stupid expensive, by the way.
How much were they? No.
A round of drinks, yeah. I bought a round of drinks. Yours being a Diet Coke.
I was a Diet Coke.
Three drinks.
My Diet Coke was $30.
Yeah. 3 drinks and a Diet Coke was $242.
Yeah. Each drink was about $70, $80. It was crazy. So everybody has their drinks. I've got my Diet Coke. We're sitting there having fun. Then we get told, politely that we were not in the VIP section, that we had to go outside.
Which is odd because they let us in the VIP door. Whatever.
So we get outside, and there's a warm-up DJ. He's doing his thing. We're ordering some food, some drinks, sitting out in the sun. It is getting really hot, right?
Yeah, it was hot.
It was a warm day. I'm in a very, very cute outfit. Very cute outfit.
I really hope we can find some photos from that day.
Insert photo here. And I was told I'd look like Elton John. I don't know if that's accurate.
A better looking Elton John.
Younger, very hot Elton John.
There we go. That's
and we're just doing our thing. I was wearing a it was almost like what's the material that towels are made of? Terry cloth. Polo, and I think it wasn't pink, but it was lighter colored. My bathing suit was lighter colored, had some greens in it, maybe some cacti. I have no idea. I forgot. I'm trying to erase it from my memory. But I had these glasses on, and they were white and big, and that's where I feel like they were not pink. They were.
I mean, that was the exact reason why you looked like Elton John was
Was
your
the glasses. Yeah.
100%.
I think that maybe the lenses were a little pink, but the frames were white.
Yes.
So I looked great. I was feeling myself. We all were. As the day goes on, David Guetta still not, coming on. We're getting, more dehydrated and having to buy our $20 bottles of water to like hydrate. And finally, David Guetta comes on. And the audience gets so excited. People start rushing forward. We find a little area kind of on the left-hand side of the stage where we're up against this like wall, and we could see him. The wall was like for the VIP section. And we're standing there. We kind of made our way there because nobody could kind of push around us, and we felt protected. It was a good spot. At one point, we tried to go to the front.
Yeah.
You could talk about that.
Which was never going to happen. I could have made it to the front just because I'm like a big dude that will pretty much go through anywhere. But then Dina was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing this. It's awful. It's hot. It's crazy." She's like, "I'm short." She's like, "All I can do is like smell people's BO everywhere." She's like,
It was
"I'm
just
not doing it."
pits.
Yeah,
All she could see
everywhere.
is pits. So
Everywhere. She's like, "Yeah, not doing it."
So that's how we ended up on the little wall section. So we stand there. We're standing next to these people that we start talking to, and they seem nice enough, and we're having fun. We're listening to David Guetta, having a nice time, when all of a sudden this behemoth, this mammoth man, charges. I'm getting there.
Let him get there.
No red flags yet. This guy starts to push his way forward. We had several of these people. We told them, go around, because what was happening at the time was this woman had taken too much acid that was standing next to us. She was laying down kind of right in front of us, kind of right on the side, and we didn't want her to get stumbled on. So her husband and I were trying to block off the area. I think even you at some point maybe you were more on my side, on the left side.
I was on the left side of
Yeah.
you because I was more protecting Dina.
Yeah.
Which...
So we, this guy pushes forward. I push him back. He does like a football, like linebacker move and like pushes even harder. And I was like, no, bro, like I may look like Elton John, but like, come on. So I push him back. So as he's walking around to the VIP section, he's screaming at me like cuss words, saying like, and I don't know, in a fit of gay rage, gay sober rage, lean forward and gently tap his glasses.
Is that what you did?
That's exactly what I did.
That's definitely a red flag.
That is exactly what I did.
I think
We have evidence to prove it.
Like you I think you were trying to throw a punch,
I
but
don't
I
know
think
what I was
you were.
doing.
It was more so like a.
I was seeing red.
All I see out of nowhere is some Guido jacked up like steroid dude with his glasses
Tilted.
like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's really odd. What's happening? I didn't even know this had all gone down.
Yeah. So, because
Thank
it
God.
wasn't that big of a deal.
No, it was not.
But then we go on our merry way. He goes to his VIP section. We're sitting there listening to the music, having fun, hot, starting to get a little miserable. And all of a sudden, I see out of the corner of my eye, it looked like a security guard pointing in my direction. And said Guido was right behind him saying, "That's him, that's him." 2 seconds later, I'm being escorted out of the facility with like 5 different security guards in every single direction around me. Like I wasn't handcuffed, but I think
But they had you put your hands like,
behind my
your
back. I
and,
mean,
like,
it
there's a guy
was
holding your hands, and it was
very dramatic.
super dramatic.
Yeah.
By the way,
And there was not a straight way out. We had to walk through the entire freaking venue.
it was like
yeah.
legitimate walk of shame.
It was a walk of shame. and I tried to explain the situation to them, that he had pushed me, blah, 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 and whatever. I get out. My husband follows me. And this is where you can chime in on your side of what happened.
I was not paying attention again to anything until the fact that I looked at Dina and I was like, what the hell is going on right now? And she's like, I'm pretty sure Colin's getting kicked out. And I was like, huh? Like, what's going on? All this stuff had happened, and the only thing that I was worried about the entire time, people are pushing, like you were saying.
Yeah.
And I'm holding people back.
Yeah, so you're doing the same
Dina
thing.
In front of
yes.
Me. Yeah. You had a person, which I don't even remember.
You don't remember
a person lying on the ground that you guys were trying to hold back from. But that guy was a jackass.
Yeah, he was. He was being ridiculous. The girl had thrown up into a beverage cup, and you had gone to get waters, and she thought one of them was for her, and she was like, "Thank you so much." And she took our water bottle.
A $30 water,
it was
by
so
the way.
Gross. Oh my God, it was so gross.
She started drinking it. And
yeah,
I was
and we're like, you keep it.
Keep the fucking
We don't
water.
want that backwash.
I can't.
So,
Sorry, I can't.
It was awful. So, I'm gonna chime in here because again, I'm gonna give it to you from my eyes. We go outside. My husband and I are sitting on the corner, kind of like, sad little puppies.
You guys looked like a bunch of kindergarten kids that had gotten in
kicked
trouble.
out of the, or getting told not to play on the playground.
You thought, you honestly thought like your life was over.
Well, I actually didn't. I was still seeing red, but I was kind of embarrassed because I was like, what the hell? What the hell? You guys, John, my husband was like, you are going to prison. You all are still inside, and we can see you talking to security guards. What I didn't know at the time, and it makes sense, as he was going around me, he might have screamed some gay homophobic slurs, and he, like, plus or minus, inappropriately touched your wife. And while you all are talking, we're standing there not knowing the conversation. You all come up to me and immediately say, like, the security is starting to handle the situation because he called you a and I don't like this word.
I'm not saying that word.
I can say it because he called me that, but it was a faggot. He called me a faggot and touched Dina, but Dina was trying to like inform me of this situation so we could have the same story to make sure that whatever, we were on the same page. So as she's telling as the security guard walks up, she kind of informed me this. The security guard asks me like, where did he touch her? And I said, the butt. And Dina was like, no. And I was like, and the boobs. And we start laughing, and it was kind of ridiculous. But what got the situation, even worse is that he said that I hit him.
Which you did not.
I did not hit him. I tapped his glasses. So at this point, we then made a claim against him. He gets escorted out.
Yeah, which again was absolutely ridiculous because they have him now 10 feet away from us and we're all having a discussion. And this guy is like, he's like roid raging the whole time. And I'm like,
so they put us inside. We're sitting inside again, kind of like, what was that movie? Where they're all sitting on the,
Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah.
We're
sitting there like,
I'll kill you.
Waiting for my fate, whether or not I'm going to jail or not. Oh, that's right. Sorry, Jonathan's making symbols, and I can't understand what he's doing. So at that point, Dina and I had made, I guess, a claim against him. So they took our driver's licenses, they took his, and we could not leave the premises until they reviewed the tapes.
That's the tape.
And so we are sitting there for like 30 minutes, or maybe I felt like hours, waiting for whether or not Cullen's going to jail for assault or, the opposite. Finally, they come back and they tell me they reviewed the tapes and I did not hit him, which is true. I did not hit him. And he got banned from the Wynn properties.
He got trespassed
And is not welcome back. I was scared shitless at the end because they had my driver's license and I was so freaking worried I think the thing that Dina pointed out later was the saving grace was the security guard who took our case. She was
LGTB.
a woman who had a like pride flag hat on. I think it was like a wind hat, but it was colorful. I'm not exactly sure. And she had like a shirt that was, it was very clear that she was a member of our community. So she was supportive of us.
I don't even, and again, yeah, I mean, that probably helped the case, but like when you look at the scenario, you have, again, you're like, I was dressed cute and I had a terry cloth on and I had pink sunglasses. And then you have this guy that looks like he showed up from Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
And I'm not joking when I said this guy's like 280 pounds, a brick shit house.
And he was VIP, so he thought his shit don't stink.
That's right.
And so he thought he could get the small little guy who was in general admission, on the side, protecting a woman who was vomiting into cups,
Which is
disgusting. But I mean, I felt bad for them, I've been there.
Yeah, but my take from all of that at the end of the day is I know how much the drinks costed. So if they trespassed him and he had like 2 bottles on his table,
yeah,
he was probably also out $3,000. So
felt,
that makes me.
It felt really good.
Yeah.
That the VIP queen got kicked out. The butch queen who thought she could take the faggot down got taken out. So
and then they invited us back in.
And they invited us back in, but by that point, I think we had all cumulatively shit our pants. Or actually, maybe that was just you, Chris.
No, I think you and Jonathan were done for the day.
We were.
Dina and I were like, well, while we were sitting out here, he played all the bangers that we came here to watch.
We listened to them. We heard them.
Thank God it was an outdoor club or we would not have heard any of it.
I felt bad for Dina. But the thing is, you all took it in stride, and we laughed about it. I mean, we still laugh about it.
Like you can hear it right now.
It's insane. And I mean, the thing is, the trip went on, and there were more funny stories. I don't know how much longer we should go on, because I think this has been a long enough episode. But maybe we can get into some of those things later on with other issues.
We tried to like repair. You're like, you know what? We're gonna make this better for you guys. And I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, like, we had the most amazing time ever. We showed up to the hotel room at like 5. It started at 3.
Yeah.
And my kids were like,
what? Why are you back?
What happened?
I think your kids were mad at me.
I'm like, we got kicked out of the pool party. And the worst part was that my kids looked at me and were like,
what did you do?
Dad, what happened? And I was like,
it was me.
It was Guncle Cullen.
Guncle Cullen.
And the look on their face, I will never forget it. Like, wait, it was you? You did that?
Yeah, it was me.
Because they would expect something like that from me.
Do not mess with me.
Yeah, do not mess with him.
I will tilt your glasses.
Okay? He will tilt your glasses.
And that's a joke that the kids still make to this day. They'll look at me and they'll tilt their glasses intentionally and smile, and I'm like, you little assholes.
But I do have to say,
I farted on Stav's pillow.
I do have to say, though, in closing, I respect, like, if it was me in that scenario, there is no way Dina would have been in there pulling me off.
Yeah.
In your scenario,
yeah, Jonathan,
your husband was like, okay, we'll just fight them together.
Yeah.
So that is like, like when I look at it, I'm like, I look at the two of you and I'm like, okay, obviously I would never want my wife throwing punches, but like,
it's awesome.
Don't mess with gay people, because if they're married, like, they're both gonna fight you.
I lift, bro.
Like, do you lift with the Guido list though?
I don't. No.
No, he was huge.
It was too big. Too big. That's not cute. No, ma'am.
Big body, small. You can
ego,
say it. I'm
ego,
ego,
and
okay.
Guido.
Okay.
Yeah. So
steroids does that to you, I think.
That is the episode. This is the episode with that story. I hope to never relive it again, except for when the family makes fun of me forever, for eternity. But we hope you enjoyed it as much as I think my spouse and your spouse enjoyed laughing on the other side of this camera. So, we'll see you on the next episode. It's going to be better for my my ego. See y'all later.
Always remember, if you see him.
Oh, shoot.
Did you turn it off? In a day club, Don't push him.
And like, subscribe. Please, guys, share this with your friends, your family. We are having fun making this. We want to like have your all's input. So message, post comments, do all these things because we want to continue doing it. We want to know that you're enjoying it as much as we're enjoying it.
Absolutely.
All right, take care.
Bye.